Of all, I am CaMia Jackson. I am the Vice Chair of Georgia Win List, and thank you all so much for being here this evening. First of all, I want to just say, I know many of you all have received information about us celebrating 25 years of changing the face of Georgia under that gold dome. So let's get a round of applause for that. And so, as part of our 25th anniversary celebration, tonight's screening clearly demonstrates an aspirational goal that Georgia Win List training and recruitment efforts continue to do every single year. And we are so grateful for you all to be participating with us this year for this 25th anniversary. One of the wonderful things that we do among so many is we've recently helped elect 57 women and flipped 17 seats in the last decade of women. Yes, let's clap it up for that. For women who are working hard on the behalf of the causes that they believe in. And following this riveting documentary, the Reverend Senator Kim Jackson needs no further introduction. I mean, just riveting. I really enjoyed it, and I love the farming part and just some of the things that you said, how you felt the very first time you saw the documentary. I mean, what was it like to just sit in the audience and see your face on the screen and this actually be about you?
I will say, so obviously, I'll begin by saying, obviously I've seen the film before. It was on a screen with an audience. I actually watched it on the way to the airport. They sent me the film, and I get really bad motion sickness, so I couldn't actually watch it. I just listened to the whole thing and found myself so incredibly moved by this story that it didn't even feel like it was about me, right? Like it just felt like this bigger story that was just really incredible to be a part of. And so, and the same is true here, right? I watch it and I'm really grateful to be able to tell a story that has hope in it, to be able to show how human I am as a state legislator, but how human I think all state legislators are. And so it is also a little intimidating. I told you, I was like, you can call me Kim because you've seen everything. I feel very naked in many ways because it's a really vulnerable storytelling, but it's right, and I think it's good, and I think it's important for this time.
Sorry. Absolutely, and thank you so much for sharing your story, because I mean you're one of millions around the country. So thank you for being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. And now, Michelle, how did you and your co-director Lisa LaMattina first team up with Kim and learn about her work?
Well, it was about 3 years ago, and my aunt by marriage mentioned that there was a homeless requiem that was happening at St. Philip's Cathedral, and how there was this amazing woman that she saw that was washing the feet of the unhoused in the back. And then she came up front and did this amazing sermon. And she said her name was Kim Jackson. And I looked her up, and I remember, I have this sheet that I started on Kim, and it was just intersections. It was just where she manages to intersect so many different beautiful places that so many of us have been a part of, or it's touched so many people, and it was just a really exciting thing to discover from my aunt. And Lisa LaMattina and I, who is really sad that she could not make it today, she was like, we've got to do this. She's just such an amazing person, and I'm excited about it. And we were both looking for something with a lot of meaning and a lot of hope, and something that just felt common to all of us. Like, even rewatching it, I still get a little misty, and there are so many parts of it that I just think, wow, like that's like so similar to my story, or so similar to someone else I know, and it's just, it intertwines us. It's like a fabric, you know, and it makes me feel like maybe there's hope out there for all of us to find some kind of common ground with each other, that we can, you know, be from different backgrounds or whatever, but we're all human, and we all have similar issues and things that we've gone through, and we should kind of see each other with kinder eyes. And going back to that, this kindness that I felt that Kim was really portraying, and what my aunt was describing was just so, I don't know, it just felt very relevant, and that was 3 years ago. So I feel like I was on the tip of something even before we needed this kind of reminder of kindness and love and finding our common ground.
That is awesome. Yeah, sorry. So that was awesome. And so what was the process like moving forward with Kim and telling her story?
Well, I mean, 2 months later, we were like, hey, you want to be friends? You know, like, can we be friends? Can we talk? Can we Zoom? And she was so kind and gracious, and, you know, let us film her for the first session. So it was like such a mind-blowing thing for us to realize the session only lasts 3 months, and that you have to do all of that work for a year, and in 3 months on really 3 months salary. I mean, it was very little. So we were just like, wow, that's really a labor of love. And so we felt like it was also a labor of love we had to be a part of. And it's been going on for 3 years. So
Can I just add, is this one?
Now you all have COVID.
I'll just add, I had no idea like what this was gonna be. You know, in the legislature, so they contacted me during session, so it's already wild. We get a lot of press requests, and so I mean, I don't think I've ever told y'all this, but like, I just thought it was another press request. I'm like, sure, whatever, I'll do another interview until, you know, you guys said some more. But honestly, if I had known, I don't know if I would have said yes. But I'm glad that I did. But it really was just like, yeah, sure, come on. And then you're like, wait, no, we're gonna come back again and again. And I was like, okay, as long as you don't disrupt my life too much, that's fine. But I didn't really process like what it would mean to have an audience who would see my story. And really, I have so much. You asked me if my parents had seen it. My parents still haven't seen it, and I do feel some care for them, and really like and some hurt for them that their story and the way I tell it is being seen by a large audience. And so it took a lot for me to get here, but I'm really glad that we did this.
And then also, the unhoused community that you work with is gravely threatened by the government shutdown that's going on right now. And so if you could share with us your thoughts and how it demonstrates the strategic importance of electing women in Georgia and actually nationwide.
No, thank you. I'm so glad that Windless showed the clip of that Senator Senator Sally Harrell, who is in the white, and she talks about, you know, if you all pass this bill, then women are going to come for you, because that's how democracy works. I'm so glad you showed that, because I feel like it's so relevant to today and to what's going on. You know, you can choose to actively starve 600,000 children in Georgia by not filling in a gap for SNAP. And if you choose to do that, you will have people who will come for you. And while we're coming for you, we will make sure that those 600,000 children are also fed. That's how democracy works. And so, I mean, if there's anything I've learned in the 5 years of working with people who are experiencing homelessness, is that they are incredibly resilient human beings who will find a way. But they do that out of a great sense of hope and compassion and care for each other. I think oftentimes people who don't work with people who are experiencing homelessness just see them as all individual people, but they have a real community that is with them. And so, yes, the federal cuts, the federal shutdown has a disproportionate impact on that community that I love and care for. but I get to see them rally around and care for each other in these really beautiful ways that I really feel like I'm just a guest who gets to have a bit of grace and insight to see that. So they're okay because we're going to make sure they're okay.
Love that. Thank you. Appreciate that. And so, Michelle, can you outline your next steps for the film? What's next? What's going on next with Common Ground?
So we would like to make a feature of this, if Kim is willing. She has exposed herself quite a bit, but to sort of explore some of the intersections that we didn't in a 30-minute short, because we did want to kind of give a feeling of what we wanted to put out there and how we wanted to put out there. So we're looking for funding for that because this is a self-documented film or self-funded documentary. And we would also like to work with other legislators and possibly do short-form documentaries like this, maybe as a series, something that would continue to put the word out for the hard work that the Senate, the House of Representatives, all on the state level, all on this sort of more local level is doing, that I don't think gets enough applause or attention. I mean, we complain a lot to them, but we don't really celebrate the wins. And I think that's a really important thing to do, and what Lisa and I really want to continue doing. So that's kind of where we're going.
I absolutely love that idea. I'm a former Georgia State legislator as well.
Come on.
And,
Ellen, come on, bring it on.
And so one of those things is, just to your point, being able to tell those stories, because we have some wonderful legislators under that Gold Dome who work extremely hard every single day to try to ensure that our rights and our democracy are protected. So I would love to see that happen. So thank you for thinking about that. Well, again, we want to thank you all so much for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Thank you again, Kim, for being vulnerable and transparent and helping so many people to come. And we really appreciate you sharing that story. Oh, sure, absolutely.
I just want to say thank you to Windlist and to Melita especially for calling and asking if you could show it. It was displayed at the Atlanta Film Festival, Women's Film Festival. I'm really grateful to Windlist for giving us the opportunity to have another showing. And the last thing I'll say is that Church of the Common Ground continues to run. It is cold. People need coffee with sugar and cream, and they need hot chocolate. So if something on your heart is calling you to go to the store and buy some hot chocolate and some sugar and some coffee, please do and drop it off at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in downtown, because Common Ground folks are out there. They want some hot drinks. So please, if you just find yourself in the grocery store, pick up an extra can of coffee or extra can of hot chocolate, and we will put it to good use.
You have all
Thank you.
And what we can do is actually share that information in
Do
our,
you have online giving?
We do.
yeah, online giving is
We're
available.
Windlist today.
Yes, so we'll get some information sent out to our email distribution list, so that you all can follow the church and also donate. And again, want to thank you all again for your hard work on this. We really appreciate you. There are bundles of Lindwist cards out in the lobby for members to distribute to your family and friends, and encourage them to follow us, Georgia Windlist, on all of our various social media platforms. And also, we need your donations so that we can continue to send elected, endorsed Georgia Windlist women under that Gold Dome to fight for you and our rights and our democracy. So please continue to support us, and thank you again, Kim, for being here and sharing this wonderful word with you. And thank you again, Michelle, for all of your hard work on this. And we invite you all to join us in the lobby now for some dessert. Let's give these ladies a round of applause.